Hi guys, it's Darren from tabletopgamesuk.co.uk. I don't do this very often because I don't get a chance really, and I still have no studio. So what we're looking at today, we've got an unboxing of Tanks by GaleForce 9. It's kind of taken off quite dramatically, really. Two-player game, you can play more, and it takes about 30 minutes. So here we go, Tanks. Artwork, Panther versus Sherman. So let's crack open the box. Right, so it's kind of a reasonably full little box. So you've got your normal dice, and this is the Panther, but you can also, you can see there, you've got two holes, so you can make the Panther even, or the Jag-D Panzer. So loads of little accessory bits for that. What else have we got? You've got two of these sprues. Now this will either make the Sherman 75mm or the 76mm. Little bit of difference, not a great deal. But the good thing about this one is you make up the body of the tank, and if I can find it, you've got two turrets. That'll be top, bottom, and you then have two barrels for said turrets. So you can actually make up both tank varieties and just swap the turrets out, which is a little bit better than the German design. But then if I whip that back over here, that's kind of the top hull for the Panther, sorry, and that's the top hull for the Jag-D. So you can swap them on these. What you basically have to do is, this is the lower part of the hull, build that up with the tracks on, and then you build the top bits up separately. So that's the miniatures. You only get 3 in there, but the retail is 18 quid. Most places sell it for between 16 and 17. Really good thing about this game is, at the moment you've only got the Brits, the Americans and the Germans. So German card, American card, British card, Russian card. For all the tanks they've planned to release at this moment, not including future releases, you've already got one of each card. So as you can see, there are quite a few. So what's that? 4 British tanks, 1, 2, 3, 8 Russian tanks. Oh, there's actually, looks like there's 2. Oh yeah, there's 2 starter tanks, so there would be. You get 2 of each 76 and 75 cards in the starter set, because you can have 2 75s or 2 76s. And then you have the German ones as well. So these cards have got all the information you need on it. The nation, the points, the name, the picture, the initiative, how many attack dice, how many defense dice, and how many hull points you get as well. So all on one handy card. So let's put them to the side so we don't lose them. Next up, what have we got? We've got another little baggie with lots of little cards. Someone did tell me what size card protectors you need for these, but I really can't remember what it was. But they are small. Let's just, I'll get a couple out. So look, this is the size of card. These are normal playing size cards, so they're like half the size. So what you've got here is you've got upgrade cards. So you can have crew upgrades, so you can get radio controller or a racing driver in a tank. Each tank has a set amount of crew slots. Each nation has their own kind of hero crew cards as well. You also get like general equipment cards as well. And you can have like loads of them. It's based on points, so you have a word with your mate and say, hey, you want a 100-point game, or 150-point game, 5,000-point game. Might take a little bit longer than 30 minutes. But the last type of card we've got is these. These are the critical damage cards. These will sit at the side of the table, and if you get a critical hit, you pick one of these. So at random, discard all ammo upgrade cards from this tank, plus 1 damage for each card discarded. That actually sounds really painful. And it does 3 damage as well. So there's kind of 3 ways of playing the game. One is you take the maximum amount of tanks you possibly can. So for a 100-point game, that 6 Sherman 75s, I think it is. For example, let's just find the Sherman 75 card. Yep, 6 Sherman 75s and 100-point game. Or you could take like 2 Shermans with shed loads of upgrades, equipment, crew, and then when someone plays that card on you, you're dead. But these only come about from combat rolls, so it's not too bad. Or the other way of playing it is kind of you go in between. So instead of say like 6 Shermans and no equipment, or 3 Shermans and lots of equipment, you kind of take 3 Shermans or 4 Shermans with a bit of equipment. That's kind of how I see most people playing. So let's just baggy them back up so they don't get lost. That's like the second set. So almost at the bottom of the box, let's just try and empty it. Empty box. Let's sling that over there. Probably the most important part, rulebook. There is quite a couple of missions in there. Assembly instructions, all in the main rulebook. If you buy the boosters, you do get assembly instructions as well. So it's 22 pages long, the entire book. And the rules go up to, the rules go up to page 14. Kind of like command phase, clearing up of each turn, and then you've got building your own platoon. They are quite quick, quite easy, quite straightforward. So, for example, an entire shooting is basically 4 pages, but it's 4 pages like that. Lots of pictures, diagrams. This demonstrates a part of the Jag Panthers rules, because it's a fixed gun, assault gun. So, not a great deal of writing, but a lot of really good, helpful diagrams. And the back page is a quick reference which pretty much sums up everything you need, with the exception of special rules. And the last bit is card stock. So let's see if I can quickly get into these. Let's just... So yeah, this is the card stock, wrapped in cellophane. Just quickly throw that over there. So you've got 3 bits of card. Yeah, it is 3 bits. one really big wood, which has got, quite handily, the rules for it on it as well. Woods provide cover. Who would have guessed? There you go. Simple, punch out, cardstock. Quick and as easy as that. You've also got a smaller bit, movement arrows. At the moment, we are just on the very verge, I believe it starts tomorrow, of OPS Season 1, which is an organised play system. You turn up in game, you play a couple of games, you get points, and whoever gets the most points in each scenario, or each, I think it's about 4-week period, wins. So these are the movement. You don't need a tape measure. Everything is done with one of these little arrows. So for example, if your tank is here, you can move it anywhere along this arrow, and then you can make another one. And same, that's also short range. So scenery, you got some ID tokens. So if you've got 5 or 6 Shermans, for example, 20 points apiece, you can have 2, 4, 6, 8. Yeah, you can have 5. So if you've got 5 Shermans, you can put one of these tokens next to the actual tank on the game, and the other token next to the card, so you know which one's which. Got some buildings, non-destroyed, destroyed, reversible, damage markers for keeping track of damage. This is how many times in a turn the tank has moved. You notice it goes 1 and 3 because 2's on the back of 1, and you get a little destroyed marker when you're destroyed, because when a tank is destroyed it blocks line of sight. You've also got a couple of objective markers there as well. So all in all, 18 quid, 16 if you can get it somewhere else. Where can you go wrong? It is at times very hard to get hold of because it is proving so very popular at the moment. Simply for the fact that it is kind of it's a really easy pick-me-up game. 30 minutes, okay, your first 2, 3, 4 games aren't going to be over in 30 minutes, but once you get past that sort of stage, and the rules become very much second nature, simply because there aren't actually a great deal. Line of sight, obvious. Range, it's a tank. You can shoot if you can see it, you can shoot it. There is no range, other than short range, which gets you a bonus. So, yeah, well, stop listening to me rabbling on and go and get it. 18 quid, 16 quid. You get everything you need. Cardboard scenery, tokens, 3 tanks. There is a demo scenario in the actual box where you've got 2 Shermans against 1 Panther. Hence, Panther versus Sherman start set. Is there going to be more? I'm kind of hoping so. I would like to see a Russian British starter set, simply so I've got an excuse to start buying Russian and British as well. So go buy it, give it a go. GaleForce 9, it's an absolute laugh. Tons of customizability, and isn't going to break the bank. Did I mention it didn't cost that much? So I will see you next time. I've got a couple more of these planned in the near future, so subscribe to the YouTube channel, follow the blog www.tabletopgamesuk.co.uk. Also, if you go on Facebook, type in Tabletop Games UK, all one word, you will find us. Myself, Mark, and the other 2 writers we have at the moment. We do tend to publish way too much stuff. Facebook, it's mainly society. And I will see you next time.